Tonight, for the first time, American voters are getting a chance to see how and if the top contenders for the Democratic nomination for president differ.
After two record-setting televised debates among the Republican candidates, we heard from the Democrats. On stage in Las Vegas, Lincoln Chafee, the former governor of Rhode Island, former Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, former Senator Bernie Sanders, and former Virginia Senator Jim Webb. It's the first time they've all been together at one location so far this campaign. Perhaps the one name missing and as yet undeclared candidate, Vice President Joe Biden. Joining us right now to put the debate in perspective is KSNT News Political Analyst, Dr. Bob Beatty. Bob, thanks for joining us tonight.
Great to be here.
And real quick, let's get to the question of, one name missing is the yet undeclared Vice President Joe Biden. Him watching the debate and not being there. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's really interesting to think of him watching this debate and literally thinking, hey, should I join this race? After seeing these Democratic candidates debate, the top three candidates, O'Malley, Clinton, and Sanders, all performed pretty well. I think Joe Biden might be looking at this and saying this could be a reason not to enter this race, because he'd have to ask himself, where do I fit in there? And all three did pretty well in this debate for the Democratic primary.
The first question to Secretary Clinton was the accusation by many that she flip-flops on issues, that she's been believed this way before, now she believes this on issues like same-sex marriage, the Pacific Trade Agreement. Here's what she had to say in response to that.
I'm a progressive, but I'm a progressive who likes to get things done. And I know how to find common ground, and I know how to stand my ground, and I have proved that in every position that I've had, even dealing with Republicans who never had a good word to say about me, honestly.
Did she skirt the question or answer it?
Well, this is politics, right? The viewers can decide if she skirted it, but I want to point out one thing, which is Hillary Clinton debated Barack Obama 15 times in 2008. So she knows how to debate. The second thing is, I think for a Democratic primary, she did a good job of making sure to keep jabbing the Republicans. Remember, this is the Democrat she's looking at to win these primaries. She said, quote, at the end of the debate, quote, we should not be paralyzed by the Republicans who say big government this, big government that. And I think that was a key point for any of these candidates to make sure the audience knew they were running against the Republicans.
Bob, the next topic that was discussed was gun control in the wake of recent college campus shootings. Bernie Sanders voted 5 times against the Brady gun control bill and supported legislation to make gun manufacturers immune from lawsuits from such shootings. And here's what he had to say.
I believe that there is a consensus in this country, a consensus that said we need to strengthen and expand instant background checks, do away with this gun show loophole, that we have to address the issue of mental health.
What do you think of his response?
Well, Bernie Sanders has been all across the country. I've seen him in Iowa. He's very appealing to Democrats as a Democratic socialist. But if there is a chink in his armor, it is probably this question, because he has looked out a bit for the gun rights in his home state of Vermont. So this is an issue he'll have to keep addressing probably in the debates going forward.
Everyone knows about Hillary Clinton's emails, the use of her private account. It's all we've heard about really for a very long time. And this is what Senator Sanders had to say.
The American people are sick and tired of hearing about your damn emails.
Thank you. Me too. Me too.
And the crowd gave a standing ovation to that answer.
Did we just see the candidates come together?
Well, that issue cuts both ways. She said thank you, but it could mean, hey, you're responsible for this. The big question on the emails, will this be a big issue in the general election? If you recall, in 2008, the Reverend Jeremiah Wright was this big issue in the summer before the general, then it sort of disappeared. I think many are hoping this email thing goes away just because a lot of people are tired of it. So let's all hope that we can get to the bottom of it one way or the other.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Bob.
Sure.